But I think it's key that we highlight the key essence of why this program and why is it important, why did we choose to partner up with others to ensure that at least we give our contribution towards nation building. Now, I want to begin with the core objective. Now, it's an open secret that Africa, and that young people in particular in Africa, make up 60% of the population. Isn't it? Now, already in our country, that's the same statistics. But what happens to those young people? Now, the previous speaker was talking about leadership and who's in leadership and all that. And what we need to take away, and the key thing that we need to take away, is this terminology of harnessing demographic dividends. How do we capture the best resources that any country has to transform and move forward? So the essence of this program is really just to get out the best in you. What is it that we can harness? What is it that we can use from you to build the country? Of course, all of you come from different and various backgrounds, which makes it beautiful. To ensure that at the end of the day, in your respective corner, in your respective field, are you able then to be able to transform the sector that you are in? Are you then able to transform the knowledge that you have into something tangible? So the political leadership speaks about Agenda 2063. In 2015, we were in Banjul, and we witnessed, as we were celebrating 10 years anniversary to the African Youth Charter. I hope we are going to incorporate it in the curriculum. But this African Youth Charter speaks to harnessing of demographic dividends to ensure that Africa transforms going forward. It was unfortunate that many African countries have not ratified, they've not agreed. Perhaps at AU they've principally agreed, but they've not put it down to say, as a country, this is what we want to do in achieving Agenda 2063. But also young people, through National Youth Council, had an opportunity to say, in this African Youth Charter, this is our strategies into harnessing demographic dividends, in ensuring that we don't shift blame to say, no, those that are in political leadership, of course, they must create a conducive environment for us to work within. But what is our role as those that are affected to ensure that we make life easier and better for all of us? In harnessing demographic dividends, in ensuring that we achieve a prosperous Namibia, there are key steps that we need to do. And we can never shy away from capacity building. We must be able to train young people to be able to be capacitated both in knowledge and both in skill, to ensure that you are able then to represent yourself on your own. There's that beautiful notion that any other young person who's active and can speak a lot like me will stand up and say, I'm a voice of the voiceless. Isn't it? You hear that a lot. But when are we going to give that voice to the voiceless? So we shouldn't, and the main focus is that we shouldn't only be seeing 5 prominent young Namibians every day on TV, every day in the newspaper, every day on the radio station. We must have a variety of young people that are speaking about tangible issues, that are speaking about real issues that affect them, but they speak with confidence. So we must be able then to say that at the end of this program, each and every one of you must be able to go out and become that voice that was being represented. You know, when somebody says I'm a voice of a voiceless man, they can also misrepresent you. So when do we have an opportunity to say, no, hey, Dimbulukeni, what you are saying now is out of order? Because we must be able to train young people to say, even if I give wrong statistics, or I give a wrong definition of anything that I'm speaking, you must have the courage to stand and say, of course, you speak eloquently of what you are saying, but it is wrong. It must be corrected in this manner. So, what we want to establish at the core is to create a variety of youth partnerships. You know, you can't speak enough about youth partnerships. And that's something that we lack in the country as a whole. Have you ever seen young people in business working together? Have you? Kasibai. Okay? Some are saying it's a monopoly. So young people come together and young people came together to create a platform for other young people to come together. You see that, eh? You see how Kasibai is transformed, apart from the activities between 6 and 12. But you see that we begin to see, and this is what is happening. About 2-3 years ago, how many festivals did we have in a year, apart from the Namas? And forget about Okwediva Trade Fair and all other things. You see? But now you see a pop-up festival, you see the villager, or what is that thing that used to happen? The marketplace, yes. You get the marketplace, now you're having Aquafest, you're having the Windu Cultural Show.
Food festival in Swakop.
Yes, the food festival in Swakop. So you begin to see that young people, the land festival, yes, it's coming. So, but you begin to see that young people are moving towards a particular agenda. You begin to see that young people are driven towards a particular agenda. You have charity cups nowadays that are happening every day. So we must bless and we must thank the economy, because it has taught us to be innovative. Because when everything else was fine, no one else wanted to talk to any other person. But we need each other now, isn't it? So what we are trying to say is that we must begin to drive young people from different sectors to be able to work together for a common goal. Now, there's a whole lot of you who are studying, and there's a whole lot of you that have finished studying. Now, we're looking at statistics now with the World Bank. And we're saying that, did you know that I think there are about less than 2 Namibians who work at the World Bank? You go to the IMF, how many Namibians do you think work there? Let's go to the UN, let's go to AU. How many Namibians do you think work there? Our brothers from Okakarala, once they go to Canada, do they return? Why is that? And many other young people, once they have an opportunity to leave the country, they go and study, they look for immediate employment there, isn't it? And some of them go forever. We miss our family members that are out there. But the bottom of what we want to get to is that, of course, we must be able to go out to the world and get opportunities. But what we want to get at the end of the training is that, can we be loyal, not to a political party, not to a movement, but to this beautiful thing called Namibia? About 4 years ago, when we started with the activism, this has been our core goal. And we're saying that the reason why shareholders in each company take their investment very serious is because they want to see the fruits at the end of the financial year. Can you imagine being a shareholder and you don't earn dividends, and you put in so much money, and you have a managing director that is just messing up? What do you think happens? You just remove him, isn't it? So all of us have this one beautiful thing called Namibia. And each citizen, by your status of citizenry, not by association, you qualify for a 1%. Then, each one of us has a 1% share in Namibia. What is it that we are doing with that 1%? So after every 5th year, unless in circumstances such as Ondangwa, in Lushakati, we all go out and vote, isn't it? To give a particular individual, in particular individuals, a responsibility to look after our 1%. But what is it that we get out of that 1%? Must be the core of your question. As you go through this program, at the core of your mind must be, what do I get and what do I do with my 1%? If you are comfortable with your returns, whether you get 5% interest every 5 years or every year, good for you. If you don't, then the question comes down to you. Can you be loyal to your 1%? Is there anything to be loyal about with your 1%, and what is it that you can do differently? Thank you very much.